Okay, what I'd like to do here is describe the basic main features to the Yii2 CMS system. The Yii2 CMS system, of course, is a CMS or content management system, but it's a lot more than that. It actually is a full-blown site builder. It has really robust HTML editing capabilities. It has very robust Bootstrap-based, compliance for layouts and theming. It's very easy to theme a system with this software. You basically pick up any Bootstrap theme and put it in a theme folder and point to it, and that's your theme. If somebody's if you have a good quality commercial theme, it's going to be beautiful with this because it just works. You could get around it. You could go all non-bootstrapped if you wanted to, but why do that when Bootstrap is so ubiquitous and it works so well across so many different platforms? So, at any rate, it is a page builder. It's got a very robust plugin architecture for building different types of content delivery mechanisms like galleries or special media display mechanisms for videos or whatever you want to do there. It also has a form generator for generating forms and collecting information from forms for lead generation and marketing efforts and that sort of thing. It has built into it membership. All you have to do is enable the sign in or the sign up form. If somebody goes to this form and fills it in, they automatically become a member in the system. And then, of course, what you do with that membership is up to you. Content can easily be segregated out and and display and made available to different roles in the system. So you could create a tiered system of tiers of hierarchies of membership, so that as people get higher and higher in that hierarchy, they get cooler and cooler stuff on your website. If you're running discussion threads or have using the system as blog software, it'll perfectly serve as a journal piece of software blog. If you want to maintain a blog with it, you can do that. And then you can moderate commentary in your blogs or on content. Like, for instance, if you just want to allow people to submit comments about your content, if you have a gallery and you want people to be able to talk about it or comment on it, you can do that. And you can either choose to moderate that content or demand that these people sign up for membership or not. So it does all that kind of stuff. You can do lead generation. It's got full-blown form editors. Let me get back into the back end here. I can remember my password. Oops. Oh, it does that every once in a while. So we'll go back into the back end. Let's say login. Admin. There we go. So we're logged in. So you have the ability to build and deploy forms. You can build and deploy forms without having to write any code. And the forms can be made to point to a database. You can define what database the thing is going to deploy to. I don't give you tools for extraction and managing those databases. That's up to you, but you can do it. If you need to collect information to send on to, say, Constant Contact or Infusion, some people like to call it Confusion, you can do that, and so on. You can support multiple layouts, so you can break down your site into and have different layouts for different sections of your site or different types of pages. You can have shared content. So like for instance, if you go back to this home page, notice here it has this example shared block. You can share, you can actually create blocks of data, right, that are then shared either in layouts or pages. So notice, for instance, I have a site main header, a site footer, small header, and so on, an example page list, contact block, and these can be then added to a layout. So if you go to a layout and you look at the layouts, right, and if I go to the layout, you can see it's got, you know, the main menu block, the header block, the content block, which is the page content that gets inserted in that section, and the footer. And then these are blocks in the page. You know, main menu, site footer, so on. You know, I've got this special little block that's login, log out button, which is this little guy right here. So you know, it's just a very robust, powerful system that contains most of the elements that people find. They go out and they download Drupal or WordPress and find out, oh, I've got to go get this plugin and that plugin. I've got to register this. I've got to pay for, or then I have to, you know, oh, well, I put in this membership form and feature, but it doesn't match the branding on my site. So I have to hire, then you have to hire some programmer or HTML jockey to manipulate that code and figure out how the CSS in your system works. And none of that is necessary here. You know, this does 99.9% of what people do with a website outside of e-commerce. I don't do e-commerce, and I doubt at this point I'm ever going to build a product editor and a checkout context for people to use the system to build carts and that sort of thing. I did that once, and that's a whole animal in and of itself. It is just it's a very huge process and project, and I'm not going to get into that here. Hopefully someone else will, some other developer will add, you know, will come along and add a cart feature to this system. So, you know, that's about it. You know, I really hope that you know, you find this thing useful, and that you know, please steal this code. That's what this is all about. It's getting this thing out there, getting it in use within the general community as well as the Yii2 or the Yii development community, and to get it into the hands of just normal people that want to have a quality website, a quality secure website, and don't want to have to go through all of the hassles and foibles of WordPress. So thank you very much.